Hi, I'm back after like 3 months, and I realized I hadn't finished this playthrough. Some life things got in the way, but I'm back now, and I'm gonna try to finish this. I have no idea where the fuck I left off, but yeah, here we go. I think this was my save file. Need to turn my audio down. Okay, so I've got the shotgun. Was there a reason I was using the shotgun?
Welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
That is certainly a sound. Oop, I gotta remember how to play this. There we go. Haha, gets unlocked. I hear you. Oh, there you are. There you are. Oh, she's smart. Okay. Perhaps the map has some answers for me. There's a locked door. There's a bunch of locked doors. But I think I remember that there was something about the locked door up here. Let me look at that again. Oh no, this is the ground floor. Okay, hold on. No, that locked door is in the circus area. Okay. That's the starting room. Okay, yeah, I did go to the wrong side. Barricade. Wait, I think there was like some weird... Oh, didn't I need to mix like an explosive? I think that's what needs to happen. I need to mix an explosive. Eesh. Yeah, it was in this area. Yeah, that's right. I need to mix an explosive and blow this thing up. Okay. Some kind of mechanical piece. Oh, I remember... this puzzle. I don't remember how to solve it. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, wait. Right here it is. Yeah, that's right, because the first time I came out of here, I ended up having to fight douchebag. Chemicals type A, B can be found on the top floor. Chemicals type C are stored in the operation room on the ground floor. Operation room. Okay. Dr. Edmiston's permission is needed if you want to use any type C chemicals. Haven't I already defeated Edmiston? It's Piers, right? Medkit, chemical A. Okay, so I know where I'm at now. Let me just read this note again. Just to verify, chemicals type A and B can be found on the top floor. Chemicals type C are stored in the operation room on the ground floor. Operation room. Okay, I think I know where that is. The operating room. Like that medical looking room. I think that's where I'm at right now, is the top floor. Ground, first, second floor. Okay, so the chemical B should be here as well. Maybe? I don't see how it would be. I've already examined everything here. think it's this room. Hello there, Buster. Oh, that's right. I already killed the ballerinas. Okay, that leads me back there. What about the other big door in here, then? Okay, so that's the door I came in. Where's this guy? Sorry, what? Oh. Okay. They both just lead out into that hallway. Locked from the other side. Right hand. Oh, don't I have the right hand key? I do. Hans rounds. This seems like a place where I could find some chemicals. Winding mechanism. Oh, I wonder if that's where if that's what the solution to the candle puzzle gets you. Chemical type A and chemical type C. Alright, cool. Ooh. I know what you're for. Snap a quick photo of that. Can I not just go ahead and pick this up? I didn't like that. Okay, so this is the other side of that. Didn't like that at all. Okay, so where I need to go is back to... While I'm down here, I'll go to the medical room. Which I want to say... is in the circus. It's the other direction. Excuse me. Douchebag. I need to heal now. Did my auto aim just stop working, or was the geometry weird? Oh, I see now. The weird, like, ghost lady was the doll's mother. Oh, that's why she disappeared. That's why they both disappeared. Because the mother found Ellis, or Elisa, whatever her name was. She had a very similar name to the player character. Shut up. I need handgun bullets. Okay, that makes more sense now, because I was wondering what the deal with that was. I've already killed everything in here, so I don't think there's going to be anything that comes back. Just these dudes. Oh. Which one had the medical room? I want to say it's this direction. Die, chump. Yeah, I know there's another enemy over there. Yeah, okay, here we go. There it is. Okay. Groovy. Is there a way I can talk to... what's his face? There's a locked door there. Just to get my bearings. Okay. Oh, yes. I remember now. There's that jack-in-the-box fucker that killed me that one time. Through the room at the end. Shut up. Oh, that's why. Anyway.
Welcome.
pistols. He's got 5.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do I even have one of the magnums? I don't think I ever bought the magnum. Yeah, no, I never bought the magnum.
Welcome.
Hazard dress. Defense, enemy and item detection. Neat leather armor. Additional defense. More defense, fast reload.
Thank you.
Okay. Because I honestly don't see myself buying anything else for the rest of the game, really. Because I feel like I'm close to the end.
Thank you.
Yeah.
God, I hate you. Teeth stone. Glass orb. HMG. I somehow haven't bought any of this stuff. Whereas I haven't really been very wise with my ammo consumption throughout this game. Okay. So I think I've got what I need down here. I need to go solve that candle puzzle. And I think that will give me the last part to build the bomb. And then I use the bomb on the finger of God. Good a plan as any. I see you over there. I'm not dealing with you. Okay. So. Come on, you stupid phone. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey! I did it. Winding mechanism. Okay. I still don't. There's still the question of chemical C. Like, is that already, like, on the bomb? Considering it was already being worked on? I don't know. Or not chemical C, chemical B, because I just picked up C. Okay, that's what was confusing to me. It's 3 doors that all lead into that same big hall. Okay, through here. Okay. Winding mechanism. Chemical A. Chemical C. Okay. Alright, so I didn't need to find chemical B at all. I have the bomb. Okay. Now that I have the bomb, I'm gonna go find the closest save spot. Because I feel like we're at end game now. I think it's this side. Nope. Ugh, no, get out of my face.
Welcome. Thank you.
Okay, so we have saved the game. Let's go do the deed. I can't see how this could possibly backfire. Okay, things are different now. I can't see. Okay, there we go. Oh, the pews are gone too. Oh, it looks like a face. That really looks like a face. Might as well heal to full. Okay, all my guns are loaded. I'm gonna start with the pistol. Okay, I get it. I've gotten this far with the pistol. No, I didn't want to use the medkit. Fuck. Okay, that's fine. Still have 4 more.
Paul? you trying to run away from home? I will teach you good manners
Oh,
by disassembling.
God. Oh, God. You were controlling Pole? Reload. Reload, Alisa. Oof. Okay, let's try to put some... Yeah, this fast reload is nice. Okay, well this guy's not really giving me all that many problems. Oh, nope, I don't like that. Oh. Not these fucking things. Oh, I just don't have any ammo. Oh, don't. Okay. I'm okay. Mag dump time. Ooh. Ooh, don't like that. Something fell.
How can you resist the power?
Quite easily. Oh, back here. That was one hell of a bomb. I have questions. I have a question. How did I go up through the chapel to be underground? Or to imply that the entire thing was underground when there was an exterior zone? Like the whole garden area was outside. Was like the entire thing underground? I'm very confused. I'm very confused about the logistics of the dollhouse being underground. However, with that said, that was really cool. Because I had to take a break from recording this, it did give me some time to think about the game and think about how I felt about it. And I really liked it. There's a lot of things that I enjoyed about it. I've talked about this to some extent throughout the gameplay, but there is an aspect to the visual design that, and obviously this is intentional, is very evocative of the original Resident Evil game. The sort of set design, if you will, lends itself very well to the sort of haunted mansion vibe. And it reminds me that a bit of an epiphany, bit of a revelation that I've had about these sort of survival horror, like trapped in a mansion or trapped in a a facility of some type sort of games. Certain elements get lost sort of in translation when these games get remastered and brought to, high polygon count, high fidelity models and backgrounds and textures. And overall aesthetic appreciation of architecture sort of gets set to the wayside in favor of just making everything dark. So personally, the original Resident Evil, like the absolute OG Resident Evil, is one of my favorite games of all time, like bar none. It has very few competitors for me. It's like top 5 games ever. And I remember having vivid, horrifying night terrors about that game because I played it when I was very young. That I cannot divorce my impression of that game from the sense that those night terrors gave me. If I were to play the original Resident Evil these days, I know the games inside and out. I can play through them relatively quickly. But there are certain rooms, there are certain hallways, very specifically, the red painting hallway in the mansion of the first game on arranged difficulty. It's off to the side of the like main foyer of the mansion, and it's just a tiny little hallway with red carpet. On the arranged difficulty or the advanced difficulty, depending on which version of the director's cut you're playing, the camera angles are all changed in the arranged/advanced version. And for whatever reason, that particular hallway sets, even just thinking about it, sets an incredible sensation of dread for me. And playing that game, again, I cannot not think about the fact that you are seeing more than the game is showing you when you play the... Oh, got a cutscene.
I didn't swallow my cure-dent.
Okay, are you going to show me what it said? Okay, interesting. Just under 6 hours. $30 med kits used. Jesus. 18 deaths. God. Okay, it's going to blow my ears out. Any second now. Don't blow my ears out. Ugh. There we go. Okay. We can sit on the start screen for a minute. I gotta say, I really like the sort of kind of stepping outside of the game world, the sort of I don't know what you would call it, Soviet bloc aesthetic kind of gives you a sense of like some Soviet satellite state, which I think is really cool. I think it's something that needs to be explored more in games, because there's a lot of really fascinating architecture and just general cultural elements that can be found there. But anyway, back to what I was saying. The original Resident Evil, and in the same sense, this game as well, and this is really the point that I want to touch on, is these original OG style games, they have a tendency, intentionally or not, to show you more than they're showing you, if that makes sense. What I mean by that is that particular hallway that I was talking about a moment ago, that like red carpeted hallway, there's a zombie on the floor, you pick up an ink ribbon, there's paintings, there's a globe in there. It's like a storage space. In the original game, when you enter that hallway, it's oddly bright, like it's well lit, and you wouldn't expect it. And I guess architecturally it might not make a whole lot of sense for it to be as well lit as it is, but it reveals some things to you. In that the walls are really yellowed, and there's like creeping moisture stains all over the wallpaper. The sound of your character's footsteps on the carpet is really dull and lifeless, and it just gives you a sense of like must and age and decay, and it really reinforces the idea that this area that you're in, this mansion, is inimitable to life in its current state, that this is a decrepit husk. And it goes so far into building atmosphere that I really do think gets lost when horror games are drowned out by sort of obsessive desire for darkness. Now, one of the other series that I've played on this channel was Amnesia: The Dark Descent, and everything taking place in darkness architecturally for the game makes sense for everything to happen in darkness, and the darkness aids the aesthetic because there's more to the game than just being dark. You don't want to stay in the dark for very long. It obscures you from enemies, but it also makes Daniel's sanity collapse, and you can't stay in the darkness for very long, otherwise you cannot progress. You exist in this constant state of being almost unable to control your character. So thematically, having everything take place in darkness makes sense, but also the game gives you the ability to illuminate your surroundings. It gives you the ability to see almost everything well lit, or at least as well lit as a lantern can provide. So when I play the original Resident Evil, I get that full sense of atmosphere and architecture and design, and I get more hints and clues as to the sort of sensations that you would experience in this environment than you would if everything were just blanketed in complete shadow, sort of like the Resident Evil remake did. Bit of a controversial opinion. I'm not the biggest fan of remake. I think it's a great game on its own. I don't think it comes anywhere close to capturing the atmosphere of the original game because it falls into that very pit trap. It's just too dark. It's too obscured. It doesn't give you a chance to really let you examine the area that you're in. It doesn't let you see just how dank and old and decrepit and run down this place is. It's just dark. Now, obviously, there are areas where you do get more of a sense of, like, not just where, but what you're within inside the mansion. But yeah, the level of darkness that you find in a lot of modern horror games, I find doesn't really lend itself to building atmosphere all that much. This game took the exact opposite approach. Almost everything was well lit. When things were not well lit, it was with a purpose. It was to blind you. It was to make navigation and traversing an area difficult. It was to remind you not to take the light for granted as you're exploring the dollhouse. And further, having areas be well lit does allow you to see that environmental detail. It lets you see that, this area is like waterlogged and moldy and grimy, like especially that hallway leading into Piers's circus area. That was a weird audio glitch. That like prison hallway thing is like smeared with this like greasy black decay, and it's disgusting, and it's just dark enough to obscure your ability to see into the little alcoves behind the bars, but not so dark that you can't pick out those details. It lets your mind wander a little bit. And all of that is just a lead-in to me saying that the design and the architecture, the set dressing of the game, absolutely fantastic. I'd have to say, like, visually, my favorite area in the entire game would have to be the sort of like water fish lady zone. Like, for whatever reason, just that architectural design, the color palette, the music in that area, I thought was just really beautiful. Thought it was really pretty, and it was incredibly well done. And I'd have to say that is true throughout the entire game. Like, we're getting into splitting hairs on what of the incredible set dressing do we really think is the best as a subjective thing. There are some areas in the game that I think could have used a little bit more work. Personally, the like half submerged maze was a little annoying, a little tedious. And the garden area, just the layout of the garden area, I think with some adjustments to the camera angle, I wouldn't have had quite as much issue with navigating it as I did. for whatever reason, that entire area was just really confusing to me. I had a really difficult time navigating it and keeping track of where I was in relation to the actual area. And that was a little frustrating. But other than that, mechanically, the game was really solid. It could have used some more tightening. There have been moments throughout the game, and I realized that the game kind of punishes you in some way for using auto aim, but I think for, playing through the game for the first time, you're not really familiar with how the game mechanics work. I think having the auto aim feature is not a bad thing, especially for a first time player. If you're playing through it for the first time, auto aim is not a bad idea. It helps you integrate yourself more into the system of gameplay just in general. But the auto aim does definitely have some drawbacks. I noticed in several instances, one of them with that musketeer in the prison hallway, where I think just based on where it's standing in relation to the environment, if it's like too close to a wall or whatever, Alisa has a hard time locking onto it, so you have to manually aim. Aside from that, one other thing that I noticed with the aiming feature, or the aiming system in general, is that unlike other third-person fixed camera angle survival horror shooter games like the Resident Evil franchise, or even I guess to some extent Silent Hill, when you lock onto something, you really only have to point your weapon sort of in the direction of the enemy and you're going to hit it. If it's on the ceiling, you would point it up. If it's on the floor, you would point it down. And generally speaking, the sort of hit detection is very forgiving. With this, the hit detection is a lot more precise. It's a lot more demanding. You can fall off of the plane of the enemy as it moves around a lot more quickly than in those other games. And I think that, combined with the fact that you don't really just hold up or hold down to get your character to point up and or down. You actually have to perform a finite adjustment on the sort of z-axis. Would it be the z-axis? The up and down axis. Other than just up or down. You have to actually control your angle to some extent. I think that, combined with some of the enemies that stay stuck to the ground, like those little crawler doodads, honestly, one of the most annoying enemies in the game, just because they're difficult to hit and they're fairly quick. They move just slightly less, or they move slightly slower than Alisa. So getting away from them, putting some distance in between them so that you can actually line up a shot, proved to be a bit tedious and a lot annoying. But yeah, overall, I liked it. This was a fun experience. I enjoyed playing it. I am probably going to play it a lot more off camera just to see what some of the other endings are. There are some rooms in the game that I didn't get to enter because I don't think I found the secret keys for them. So I'm going to see if I can't figure some of that stuff out on my own, because I did really enjoy this game. I would like to play it a whole hell of a lot more. I don't think I'm going to get into it kind of like what I did with Resident Evil, and going for sub-hour 30 runs like that. I think this is more of a casual replay sort of thing. Just take my time and really examine, really try to figure out everything that I can. So with all that said, I'm going to cut this here. I hope you all enjoyed. Leave suggestions for what else you may want to see me play in the future. I've got some ideas on what I want to do next, but I don't entirely know yet. Like I said, me running this channel is just kind of a like a little side hobby sort of thing, just a casual interest. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed the game. Check the game out for yourself. It's really fun. Support the creator, Casper Crows. I'm not sure how you pronounce that last name. I really liked this game. That was a lot of fun. I'm going to cut it here before I continue rambling incoherently and nonsensically and boring the hell out of everybody. Yeah.